amount of flesh that I've covered up with the why do I keep saying Agrexertia? Drakenhof Nightshade. There we are. So he's looking a little better now. Once the thing's dry, it will look better yet. Okay, so what I want to do now is finish off the wraith, and for this we're going to be using the Cantor blue again. I'm going to be using that. A little bit of all the old faithful Screaming Skull. And then what we're going to be doing is, sorry about that, I was just plugging my mains lead into my camera because the battery also though it's ready for going, and we just go over all the blue areas with this. It's not a dry brush, it's a little more paint on the brush than dry brush. Avoid, as you can see, that area, that stays dark. But we want to get everywhere else, as you can see. There we are. That's that part done. Next what we want to do is mix in some white scar. I've not got much of this left. I still can't find my other pot, my new pot of this. I want to make it very, very pale. That will do. I'll just wash the brush out so I don't get any of the paint up into the ferrule, and then this is more of a stricter dry brush. Wipe your paint on, wipe your paint off, and just waft over in certain areas where you think the light is going to hit more. If you look down from the top, you can see those areas a lot more clearly. As you can see. That's a tip with dry brushing. Once you've done it a few times, you've got the idea of how it's done. You don't need to worry about it then. You can near enough automatically judge where the light's going to hit, but for the first few times just look, as I say, look straight above. And if you can do that, see where the light's going to hit, you will see exactly where to put the paint. Okay, so we can do that with that one. We can also now do it with this one because the first coat is dry. There we go. Unfortunately I didn't get a chance to get to Games Workshop last week to get some more white paint, so hopefully I'm going to be able to get there one day this week. I know it's only in town, but So I've just been busy trying to paint these, not actually thinking that I needed more paint. Ah well, not to worry. So that's that part done. Next, what we're going to be doing is skittering this around a touch. Steel Legion Drab. Or not, Runefang Steel. I knew it was steel something. Just trying to get the power cable out of the way. And now we can get some of this steel colour and go over dink, dink, dink the armour. The mace, the helmet, and the shoulders. There we are. Now don't worry if you add a touch too much of this, it will be disguised in a moment. As you saw when I did that one, I give it a wash with the Buchai Violet. There we are. And now we're going over this one with the Buchai Violet, and we're wanting less of the paint on the brush, and we're just tickling here and there with it. Again, we're doing a highlight highlighting step with this, so we want anything that's above to be lit, and anything that's below to be just that little bit darkened. I'm actually going to change this to a wooden one, I've decided, because I can. And to do that, what I'm doing is I'm using dryad bark, and I just go like that. It's a wooden handle, and I probably used the word handle quite wrongly, but the bit that it's holding onto is wooden with metal attachments on each edge. There we are. And I'm sure I have another one. No, I didn't do the other. I do have another one, but I didn't use it on that one, so it doesn't make any difference. Okay, so that is him done, almost, because what it needs to do now is just go over the, might go over the bone areas a little more. In fact, I'm going to have to go over part of it because I've got some of the Runefang steel. There we are. that will do. I'm going to probably go over all of these again at a later date, highlighting the bone with the screaming skull, but at the moment I'm not going to. I just want it as a decent tabletop quality. So what do we have here? We've done the thing, so it's the Druchii Violet wash on this one. Let's see if I can open this without spilling it everywhere. Yes, I managed. And again, all over the armour, only the armour, you get the Druchii Violet wash. So this just adds a little something to the colour of the metal. I'm not exactly sure what, but I just like the colour. There's a shadow. I'm not going to do the weaponry like that. There we are. And then, as I said, I'm going to go over the top of the skull with a little bit of the screaming skull. Just a bit of a and that for the wraiths near enough, apart from the dry brushing of the old silver there. That is that for that one. Okay, next what I'm going to be doing is this one, and it's just the rags that need to be doing, and I'm doing them in Agrax Earthshade. Exactly the same way as we did the fleshy areas, we just apply a wash, see how it dries, and then we come back and apply another wash if need be. There we are. It's not difficult doing these. If there's one thing you don't need to do is spend a lot of effort trying to get everything just so with ghouls, because their very nature, they are nasty pieces of work, and say carrion eaters, cannibalistic. They're dressing dirty, well, you said they're not really dressing anything, they're just throwing dirty rags over them, so you don't really need any form of what's the word I'm looking for? Any form of care, attention to detail or whatever with these. It's just a case of get the wash where you want it and then give it another coat. When this is dried, obviously for the final coat, I don't know how it's going to look until this coat is dried. If I feel it needs another coat, we'll get one. I'll also go over the nails, spikes, whatever they may be. Oops, I've missed a little bit there. I'll go over the nails and spikes as I was saying, and with the tin bits, that's all I'll do with those. I won't do anything other than that. And then apply the blood for the Blood God technical paint. Okay, so there is the ghoul, the final ghoul in the collection, and then I am trying my best to work out how to do movement trays as well. I've got my zombies in one that I've made up. If I can work out a decent way of doing it, I may do a tutorial on how I did it, but I've not actually finished this one yet. It's just a piece of what do you call it, breakfast cereal box, cut to the size, well, cut to a size large, or a little bit larger than what I wanted, and then, as you can see, some corrugated card to act as a front and side support. I'm not happy with the way this is looking, to be brutally honest. I'm not sure how I'm going to get to cover it and hide all the gaps in the corrugations in the card, but as you can see there, it's quite fragile. There's nothing holding that up, so I'm not going to be using this. This is just here just to keep them all together more than anything else at the moment. But as I say, once I get an idea of how to get one done properly, I will show you how I make them. But here's the full lot of wraiths. What I'll do is I'll do a little bit of jigging about with these, change a few around here and there so they aren't all the same pose. And there we are. In fact, I can't use that one there because it's not going to allow me to. If I put that one there, that's there we go. And then final front row, got that one. In fact, instead of having that one there, I will change that one out for that one. Another one that's pointing. For some strange reason you get two arms, one holding the skull, one pointing, and you don't get any other option for the left arm, unfortunately. But here we have the whole lot done. And all ready for battle. So that's the wraiths, that's the ghouls, that's the zombies done. Now we're just going to be going into the skeletons. I'm going to be starting painting those in the morning at the art club because I really want to get these done, so I've been taking these to the art club with me as well. I also need to sort out some movement trays, as I said, base all the models, and then that hopefully should be that. But as far as this video goes, that is that. When I come back I will show you the ghoul, and if need be I can do them then. I'll also be going on with the skeletons. So until next time, as always, take care, God bless, and bye for now.